Hey Riderly friends, it's time for our 6th 7-minute sprint. Get your work in progress, get something to drink, and get settled in, because when we get back, we're going to start riding. Hey lovelies, welcome back. For those of you who are new here, I am Sarah Walde. I blog about homeschooling over at Late Night Coffee Moms, but I'm also the author of the Honey Pot Mystery Series and the Paranormal Penny Mystery Series. And today we're doing a 7-minute sprint. Okay, once again, just like in the last video, I am going to have my camera focusing at my keyboard, and I'm going to play some kind of music to keep us motivated, keep us going. If you don't like music, just turn it down. Don't let it stop you. Get in the flow because we're going to write. we finished sprint number 6. Hopefully you had a wonderful sprint. Mine, once again, was kind of stagnant. I only hit 160 words, which is pretty low for me, but I'm still happy with it. It's still words I'm working on. It's still getting me out of my funk. I'm still falling back in love with the characters. And a lot of this was dialogue. So I had to start, since it's been a while since I've written the series I'm writing on right now, I had to start remembering how each character speaks. What words they like to use, what words they refrain from using. I mean, the story I'm working on right now is part of the Honey Pot series. And so it's starring homeschool moms. And each of them are kind of a stereotypical homeschool mom. And altogether they make like the ultimate homeschool mom and homeschool mom mess. So, I've got one that just has graduated her kid and is kind of like the, like the mama bear. And so her words are a little bit more, not nurturing necessarily, I guess nurturing, but they're not as gentle, but they're more like, let's get the job done, but I guess coaxing in a way. Yeah, I can actually do words. I just can't do them out loud, as you can see. And then I have another mama, and she is more like the earthy, she's a doula. She's like, and she really, really loves her family. I mean, all these people do, but she loves loving on her family, not necessarily disciplining them or not necessarily, she loves doting on them and snuggling them and all that kind of stuff. So her words are always a little bit more tender-hearted, and her reactions to things are a little bit more shocked. Like if something bad happens, she's a little bit more shocked than the rest of the moms. And then my other mama, she is a type A. She is much more snarky, even though mama number 1 is snarky as well. She is much more snarky, and she's a little bit colder, but she's very goal and task oriented. So when this mama over here is like shocked that something has happened, that mama wants to know all the details so she can start making a plan on how to handle the situation and how to get everything back to normal. And in the middle of that, then I have my teenage mom who's in the book, and she's a little bit of all of them, and at the same time she's growing into who she is. She doesn't know quite who she is. She doesn't know quite what she wants to do. So these 3 moms are like her mentor moms, and they take care of her and nurture her, but they also, as much as possible, treat her like an equal. And so she gets to help them solve these cases. And each one of them, as you can tell, maybe from me talking, or maybe it's just in my own head, they are their own entity, and I love them each individually. But after not spending some time with them, I've forgotten how they sound. And so when they're sitting together talking, I can hear them talking. If you're a writer, which of course you're here, so you probably are, you might know what I'm talking about. I can hear them, and I can see their facial expressions, and I have to get back into how to describe them, how I see them. So quite often while I'm writing, one reason I had you focused at my screen and my laptop instead of me is I will make the facial expression that I'm trying to put across, and I will actually like look at myself in some reflective surface and then try to describe what that is and what feeling that's invoking and what it would look like if somebody who wasn't in their head was watching them. So it's really fun. I'm really excited to be back with my mamas. But at the same time, this is the first conversation all 4 of them have had in this particular book together. And they're just about to dissect the first disaster, the first crime that happens in front of them. And getting their reactions right again is taking a little bit of time. So I'm going to give myself some slack on that. I probably, now that I've had 2, for me, mediocre sprints in a row, I probably won't hit the 1400. I really don't see myself pulling out a 340 word 7-minute sprint. If I did, that would be awesome. I would probably go take myself out for a drive or a walk, or I don't know. I am a sugar junkie, so I probably would go get like donut holes or something to celebrate, because that would be a pretty big sprint. So go ahead, Tell me what you sprinted. Tell me your word count. And also, let's do something a little bit different. In the comment, write, unless it's a spoiler, a really bad spoiler to whatever you're writing, write the very last line you wrote today and during the sprint. Mine was, for fun. Yeah. Not even a complete thought, but it's a conversation. So we all have those, especially on this channel. All right. Happy sprinting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.